All right. It says I'm live. Gonna give it a minute to catch up because this thing never works right. So we'll just wait for some people to start coming in. It is Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. I'm super excited about that. All right. I guess I should have actually named my live stream something a little different than this, but I'm gonna change it later. I might actually go in and change it now. But yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah, sorry, Grace. There was no warning. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to go live. Just going to do it. Just jump right in, just do it. So, hey, Deb. So, the last time we were here, there was a Walmart fire. This time, it's the SWAT team. So, I went on a trip this weekend. Yay, got out of town. Me and my husband, just, hanging out, chilling. And we get home today and we find out that there's the SWAT team has been here, and well, not at my house explicitly, but in my little community. No, not at Walmart. That would have been fun if the SWAT team had been at Walmart, but no, sadly it wasn't at Walmart. This time it was at the mobile home park. So fun always. Um, but yeah, um, so apparently, husband and a wife got into an argument, and when the cops got there, the husband dragged the wife into the house and wouldn't let her go out, wouldn't let her leave. So the SWAT team showed up, and apparently the SWAT team drove the SWAT truck through the house. I have a picture of what the house looks like. It is not pretty. It's so sad because I think it was one of the new ones too. I was like, I miss all the good stuff. But you know what? I needed a break. I needed a vacation. I needed, even if it was just like 2 days, it was a vacation. And, you know, we needed to go get away. Domestics are some of the most dangerous calls. They really are. And, I don't know exactly what they were fighting about either. And it's just sad because, it's Sunday morning. Apparently it started at like 7:30 in the morning. And it was going on for hours. And now, because of stupid decisions that this guy made and choices, their home now has a big hole in it. Um, I don't know if anyone was injured. I'm hoping no one was. So I'm gonna find out tomorrow exactly what happened. Hey Juju, I'm like, man, I got a little bit of a delay going on. Like all of a sudden the chat just like bloop bloop bloop. Um, but yeah, no, it was kind of sad that someone had to get their home all jacked up because SWAT team drove through it. You know what? I don't even. You know what? I take that back. I'm not even going to say that. But can you fix it? If they didn't like hit any of the major support beams, I'm pretty sure they could probably put new siding on the home and cover the hole. Some new um, insulation. And if they broke any of the wood framing, then yeah, they're probably gonna have to like fix that somehow. But yeah, I feel awesome because I got sleep and I spent time with my husband all weekend, so it was a fun time, y'all. I'm happy we decided to do that. It was a spur of the moment thing. My husband felt bad because he put his 2 week notice in at his old job and decided to just start working. It is a mobile home that got ran into, but like my mobile home has a wood frame, and we have like structural points that if you damage them, like the whole thing's just, it's not gonna they're not gonna be able to move it. It's just, it's kind of screwed. And like you have to keep like parts of the floor, you have to keep make sure they're not getting holes and soft spots and whatnots. But I'm not going to show like any of the people that were involved, but let me see if I can find the picture of the actual house. I don't think there's a number on it. If there is, I won't show it. But it sucked that, they got a big hole in their house, because on top of everything, I don't know if it was all of the husband's fault, if she had started it. I don't know who did what, because I wasn't here. But and I didn't see any of this, but all of my neighbors were telling me about it, and my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, um, and obviously the police weren't going to tell them anything. But I know they had like a couple of different police departments here, and all kinds of just lovely chaos was going on. Yeah, let's see if I can find this. Okay, yeah, the house doesn't have any. So yeah, I'm gonna share this real quick. Yeah, they probably will get evicted. Yeah, Grace case. So mobile homes, like you have different types. Like there's wood framed, and then you can get aluminum framed ones. Mostly the aluminum framed ones are for smaller travel trailers. You don't really find that so much in a single wide mobile home anymore. Um, and yeah, and see, like some mobile homes you can even just set down on a foundation. Mine is personally, it's up on like pillars, and half of it's like raised up off of the ground, because we don't have a flat level piece of ground we could set it down on. So yeah, I mean, it's just different places will set them down different ways too. Personally, I love mine. Like it's great. And and then that is, yeah, when there is flooding, when they're put up on pillars like that, on the foundation pillars, you can risk having them just float away if they're not secured. Luckily, we don't live anywhere that's prone to flooding. Um, I hope they don't have kids either. I hope that's not what that any of this was about. But yeah, let me show this little house here, and y'all can see they drove right into the that looks like the bedroom, and it looks like they went but two ways from each side. Um, However, that being a bigger window, that might have actually been the living room. It looks like they might have had a door on the back. Um, and I know they said they did use flashbangs too, but none of them actually went off. So I was kind of glad um, that none of the flashbangs went off in there, because anyone who lives in a mobile home, or owns a mobile home, or knows anything about them, a mobile home can literally burn down in 7 minutes. All it takes is curtains to catch fire, and it's over. Um, it's part of the reason why I have to be careful with the fireplace from now on. Um, but yeah, um, they really can, have some issues. But So that's it is. The whole thing is scary. It's like, it's like, cops, come on, don't use flashbangs in a mobile home. It's not fun. I'm just glad it wasn't as worse as it could have been. You know, they evacuated some of the neighbors and made them leave the area. And we get home and we find out, we missed all the fun. It's like, well, I guess I am kind of glad I missed all that fun, because that would have sucked. Come home and you can't even get home. And sadly, we don't have much stuff like that happen around here. Um, Before the pandemic started, you know, I told you guys about the house across from us where they were. I'm not sure if they were making it or just moving it or whatever, with the amphetamines going in and out of the house. But that happened. Now we did have the homicide, but um, I don't even know if I want to say too much about it, because the I think the girl was underage that was involved. Um, but it was another situation where, like, someone was calling for help and just didn't get any help. But other than that, in like the last 5 years, it's been real peaceful around here, and most of the time it stays that way. And then you get blips and radars, like, but this can happen anywhere. Yeah, you know, the area I live in, the amount of stuff we've had happen here, I'm thankful it's not worse, because there's another mobile home community in our area where that's the norm. Like, kids are getting kidnapped, you know, domestic incidences are, yeah. See, we need some more candy store gyms in my area. We need some, you can work out and have candy. There you go. And then I get home and, like, I'm looking at my Oreos, because I was like, after the Oreo stream, I had to know about the ingredients. So we went and bought another package of the dark chocolate Oreos. And it doesn't tell you if the cream, what the cream filling is made of. Like, it doesn't give you separate cookie and cream ingredients, which I thought was weird. Um, but then there's apparently Oreos are bioengineered. So now we know that about, Oreos. They're bioengineered. Is that like genetically modified? Okay, I was curious when I saw the bioengineered Oreos. It was like, what is going on? But I have some other situations with the Oreos that we got to talk about later. But we'll save that for Oreo Day. Um, what else happened this weekend? Because, like, you know, I don't know, other than what happened today. I don't know anything that happened in my neighborhood the other 2 days. It was like, out. I see you. And um, yeah, like, I didn't even get on the internet at all. Like, I sent like 2 messages on Friday, and then I was out until I finally got back home around 5 p.m. So I did good. I took a nice, well needed break. And Grace talks Oreos in the Oreo streams. Yeah, there was this one Oreo stream where like Oreos were talked about, but very sporadically. um, there was something else I was going to talk about, and it just completely went out of my head. I knew I should have wrote it down, but like I don't even know what happened this weekend. Like if anything good happened, I missed it. So I'm gonna have to get caught up eventually, somehow, somewhere. Like, what happened? Um, he goes for walks and sometimes takes a wrong turn. Our excitement is usually finding out whose dog got out of their yard. For the most part, that's what's going on here. Like, you know, um, someone lost a pet. We found some new cats. We got some kittens. It's like that's like the bulk of it. There's a new possum that someone thought was a cat, and then they're afraid they're going to get something a possum can't even get. So you know that's the extent of it. It's like when something exciting happens, it's like it's really good, or not really good, because there's nothing good about any of that happened this weekend at all. um it's sad, and people's lives were ruined, and again, luckily, I think no one got hurt. Yes, they really are. And they eat all the ticks. And I hate finding ticks on me because we get those little Lone Star ticks. And while they don't carry Lyme disease, you can get Rocky Mountain spotted fever from them. So, no, I don't want those either. Oh, but it was a nice weekend. It was peaceful. It was fun. Okie dokie. I don't know what I'm looking for. I was looking in the settings for something, but I don't know what I was looking for. Aha, I found it. Okie dokie. I was hoping while I was out I would find like a cool candy store, but all we found were a couple of fudge shops. We went to a place and they're known for like the fudge they make. It's homemade. So I prevented myself from buying, 2 pounds of fudge because it was on sale. And that's about all I did. Oh yes, what flavor is this week? Yes, we talk Oreos everywhere now, it seems. It's all the Oreo talk all the time. So, did everyone know about lemon? Was lemon like a known flavor? Did we know about that and the snickerdoodle? Because I saw those over the weekend and I was like, I have never heard of these. I don't know if I just like bypassed the list and just didn't read it. I really don't want to. Okay, like birthday cake flavored stuff. Like I we used to there was a restaurant I worked at a long time ago. And when I moved back to the area, I started going to this restaurant again and, seeing all my old peeps that worked there. And I mean, this was like years ago. But they had put ice cream in, right? And one of the ice cream flavors they had was birthday cake. But the thing was, is it wasn't just like chunks of birthday cake in the ice cream. It was like buttercream frosting in the ice cream. And when you tried to scoop it out, you'd get like chunks of frosting. And I'm like, what is going on with that? And it did taste like birthday cake, even down to the, like buttery, oily kind of buttercream birthday cake icing situation. It was just really weird. It's like, no, like after that, I don't. Birthday cake is birthday cake. That's all I do. I can't. No, I can't redo that situation ever again. It's like I cannot walk into that trap again. Yes, it's like if I want birthday cake, I want birthday cake. I also blame like Jelly Belly and Harry Potter for the grass flavored um uh jelly beans. Oh my goodness, my kids would always buy those silly like Bertie Bott's every flavored beans, right? And they'd always like try to switch them out with regular flavors. And they only got me once. After that, I wouldn't eat another jelly bean from them again. I'm like, no, I know what you're trying to do. You ain't getting me again. I was like, I know who you are. I gave birth to you. I know your games. I know your tricks. It's not happening. Oh. And then, like, I was reading on another package, the Snickerdoodle ones, right? And that gritty situation. Apparently, like, if any of them, and if they're, yeah, anything that's supposed to be like that gritty texture is just sugar. It's like, come on, you had like a real opportunity there. Hey, Mrs. C. Oh, yeah, Grace, the spoiled milk. I think I got grass. My husband got I think the vomit one. And that was so gross. So gross. Oh man. And then they got the game where you got the little spinny board. And it's like, who thought that was a good idea? I mean, obviously the Harry Potter people because it was making them money. But then, they Jelly Belly just was like, "Oh, we're really going to make money. We're going to make it into a board game too." Like, no, stop the madness. I just realized my PlayStation music was like going in the background. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I really hope this isn't copyrighted." So, yes, had to mute and turn that down. Yeah. So sadly, if I want jelly beans, I want, the Easter like jelly beans. Like, okay, like the Starburst jelly beans. Now those are some good jelly beans, especially if you get the reds. But I am a fan of the red Starburst. So, you know what, Juju? I can buy that. Like I could believe that without even researching that statement. I bet you that is a true statement. So, how jelly beans are not even on your radar. This is the funniest thing. My mom was very old fashioned. I mean, like I said, she was born in 1941. She's older, right? Was older. Um, but her favorite candies were orange slices and circus peanuts. And my dad, oh man, like he loved black licorice. Like, and to this day, my two favorite gums, like chewing gums, are blackjack and clove. And they're getting harder and harder to find. Luckily, I do have a Cracker Barrel right up the street, and they do still sell them. So I can still find the two gums I like. But I do blame my weird candy flavor on the on my parents. Yeah, those Starburst. Oh, and now they have Starburst candy canes, Mrs. Cassandra. Oh my God, those are so good too. Not that I need any of that, but it's something about those red Starbursts. Yeah, and I think it's because the black, okay, the black jelly beans, when you're okay, say you're getting a black jelly bean, it's small. So when you eat it, you're not eating a whole piece of black licorice, and that can become overwhelming when you've got a whole strand of black licorice, and then you're just munching on a little jelly bean. Sarah, and I am also a big fan. Okay, I do not like the black licorice Twizzlers, but the strawberry ones, those are my jam. Oh, but my favorite thing to do is like if you go to a movie, and I haven't been to a movie theater movie in so long. So like now I'm gonna have to go because now I really want to do this. Is you go, you get a big old tub of popcorn. Totally don't need that either. And you get like a great big cherry Coke, right? And you get a pack of Twizzlers. And then you get you do this with the strawberry Twizzlers because the black licorice ones would kind of be ugh. But you bite the ends off and you can make the Twizzler into a straw. And you use that to drink your cherry Coke while you have your popcorn. And there you go. I am one weird kid. I'm not a kid, but if I was, I would be very strange. Yes, I love movie theater butter popcorn and the butter. I like the butter. The butter doesn't like me, but I like it. Yeah, and I think you can do that with red vines too. Um, I don't even remember. I really think the last movie I saw in theaters was a Star Wars movie. And I think it was like the first one in the like last set of three. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure at this point. It's been forever. Used to love going to the movies. Have hardly gone at all anymore. Oh no, see, I can't do that with the sour licorice. Like no, no. But see, you know what? Deb Juju had actually told me about that, and now I'm gonna have to go up. We have two movie theaters by us, and I'm gonna have to see if either of them will let me do that. Um, I only go to the movies for the popcorn too. But the coolest thing is we still have a drive-in near us. Um, It's off of Moreland Avenue in Atlanta, and it's not, like I said. Okay, it's kind of weird the way Atlanta is set up because there's a lot of areas that are considered Atlanta, and they're not really Atlanta. They're not even in Fulton County. So, heck, up until about 3 or 4 years ago, Hartsfield International Airport technically wasn't in Fulton County. It was in Clayton County. It's supposed to be the Atlanta airport, but it's not. It wasn't. I mean, I guess technically now it is. Um, but we do have a drive-in, and it used to have 6 theaters. I think it only has four now. I think they took two of them down. Um, but they do have like the concession stand, and they sell burgers and hot dogs and nachos and popcorn and like the giant drinks. You can bring your own food in, which is cool. And on certain times of the year, they'll let you actually bring in a barbecue grill and grill while you're there. So it's like it's really cool. We used to take the kids there all the time, but again, it was because you could take your own food in, so you didn't have to buy their concessions. The only thing you couldn't take in was alcohol, but everything else you could take: sodas, pizza, whatever. And up until I think about 2015, kids were only $1 to get in, and like adults were $8 each. So you have a van full of kids, and you're like saving a whole bunch of money by just taking them in the van and letting them watch a movie. Um, yeah, movies are kind of whew, they are expensive. I think the first movie I saw in theaters was E.T. I think my sister might remember that better than I do because I was a kid, like, and I don't really. I think I was like 4 the first time I went to a movie. That's been like 39 years ago. We used to have a dollar theater too, and now it's like a $3 theater. And they do have a special where if you go to like the first showing on Wednesdays, it's 50 cents per person, but it's only like once a week, and you know that's the only time they do it. Um, I don't even remember the first movie I took my kids to see at the movie theaters. Okay, no, I take that back. My youngest, the first one was Wally, and when we would go to the drive-in, it really didn't matter what we see because half the time, by the time we got there, the kids were asleep. So we could go watch a movie and they'd be sleeping. But then if it was like a kids movie, it started earlier in the night. So oh, Juju, that does sound fun. Like I could get on board with that. Now look, okay, Stephen King wrote a book by the name of Cell, Cell, like cell phone, right? And they made that into a movie, and it's got John Cusack in it. If you ever go to watch that movie, please don't. Just read the book. The book is way better. Don't watch that movie. Okay, I've said my PSA on the whole issue. Um, and I do. There's only been like one movie that I actually walked out of, and it was because it was a lot to take in. Saving Private Ryan. So Um, the whole opening scene of that, where they're trying to get on the beaches of Normandy, it was really graphic. I mean, that was a graphic movie. And then my grandfather had actually stormed the beaches of Normandy. So I was like, man, like that's what my grandfather. It was very overwhelming to watch. That was like the only movie that's ever bothered me like that. And I love horror movies, but something about that and knowing like people actually went through it, kind of thing, that it was like a for real type situation, just made it so much harder to watch. No, not Hope Floats. Saving Private Ryan. Um, oh, Juju walked out of Hope Floats. Beaches, really? I love beaches. Movies I just left because they sucked. I honestly don't think that there's been any of those that I can remember. Aw. The crazy thing, okay, I know my grandfather um, was at D Day. Um, my dad was in the Korean War, along with like a bunch of his brothers. Um, uh, oh, um, I am also a big fan of Baz Luhrmann, Romeo and Juliet, Moulin Rouge, Strictly Ballroom. He's got and he did the Elvis movie. So he does some really good movies. All three of the all four of them are really good movies. Um, the he redid Romeo and Juliet, but he said it in modern times, so that was a good one. Strictly Ballroom is about ballroom dancing, like it's really about ballroom dancing. It's not really for everyone, but Moulin Rouge was a really good one, even though it did have Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor in it. It really was quite a good movie. Um, what else? There was another movie. Um, oh, um, oh, that is pretty awesome, Mrs. C. My dad passed away in '97, and they did the salute for him. Um, and we got the American flag on his coffin. I still have it. I want to get one of the wooden framed boxes for it. I just have the plastic bag they put it in for us, but I do want to get one of the flag frames for it and put it up. I would never unfold it because one, I never get to fold it again, and two, it's like it was folded on the day we buried him, so it's gonna stay that way. But I really would like to get like a nice frame for it because I'm really afraid like something's gonna happen and moisture's gonna get to it, and it sucks that it's just in a plastic bag. Like all they do is they give you this plastic zip up bag for it, and it's like that's not, um, you know, like that's not gonna protect this thing. Um, and yeah, my dad, it was crazy because my dad was like 66 when he passed away, and my mom would pass away. I believe she was 67, but they did have 11 years between the two. My dad was 11 years older than my mother. So, yeah. Uh, so we should do. You know what? That's actually we should just do like a Hallmark, like a like do a Hallmark movie grid kind of thing, and then like they have to make it to the finals as the best movie of the Hallmark's Christmas series. I don't know. I got no ideas. Oh wow. Yeah, I was really like when my dad passed away. I really thought my mom wasn't gonna um like I really thought my mom was like gonna be like the kind of person that like never like remarries or anything, and she wasn't. Like she just hung out, and then she got older, and then Saturday will be a new movie with an old theme. You know what, Deb? I had that happen um a couple of weeks ago, and I think they were actually bots that had subbed, and then YouTube kicked them off. So, oh yeah, it's like how like when we're in chat and the bots will come in and they'll start spamming. Well, sometimes in order to be able to do that, because people can change it to subscribers only, they will sub to your channel so that they can comment, and then yep, I felt like that uh you know the little Mickey Mouse when he was like killed three in one stroke, and it was like he was talking about flies with a needle. I don't know. I just felt like a superhero that day. It was all my fault. Hmm. But yeah, I think when you kick them, then they unsub because they know they can't chat in your chat anymore. So they're like, blah. Oh, okay. You know what? We could probably find like a crochet pattern for that, Grace. Hey, John, how you doing? Nice to see ya. Oh, and so if anyone here likes horror movies, right? Um, Elvira, um, does the like the Svengoolie and the Joe Bob of horror. Okay, so Elvira, uh, I forget what her like real name is, but she is retiring. I like to be teased. Oh, that just sounded so wrong. I really should watch what I say. But if anyone knows anyone that wants to take over Elvira's spot, she's gonna pass the mantle on and let there be a new Elvira. So just saying, if you know anyone. Oh man, that actually sounds really good right now. I could really go for some jalapeno poppers. It was probably all those GMOs he was eating with those Oreos or the bioengineered materials. Oh, hang on. I'll actually pull her up real quick. Okay, hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 sec, and we will. Let me share this with you. And this is Elvira. So yeah, her name she's like it's like her it's like it's her character, but she's not her name. Her real name isn't Elvira. So, um, but yeah, she's finally retiring, but she is like 70, so it's time for her to retire the role. Um, yep, that's her alter ego. She had a movie, and yeah, and she has a TV show where she shows like other movies. So, um, uh, so I think that's what she's like passing the mantle over to. Yes, John, exactly. If I was like thinner and my boobs were still like 20 years younger, I would so totally go for the Elvira gig. And like I know Joe Bob Briggs is still doing his movie, the drive-in, um, on Shutter, and that's about to start again in February or March. But they just had their Halloween special, and I think they're going to do a Thanksgiving and a Christmas special this year. So, if you like horror movies, I suggest Shutter. Just saying. Oh, the ice cream Napoleon. That guy right there. Oh, I lost my. Yeah. Ooh, rice sounds good. Food sounds good right now. Oh, I am. I'm tired, but I'm not like exhausted. If that makes sense. I think I just want a snack because it's like I'm getting like I'm getting sleepy. So, yeah, Grace, you're probably better off going with an Amazon or Etsy situation there. I still have popcorn that I have been meaning to make for like 2 weeks now. So, and like we still have like a 8 piece fried chicken that I need to eat, but I'm not going to eat that many pieces of chicken all by myself in one sitting because that's just wrong. I don't even eat chicken that much anymore, but I've been eyeing the chicken since I got home today. Like I should really eat that. Food just sounds good right now. A snack would be good. I don't know what I want. I should probably just sit down and have a yogurt and be like, look, no more junk food tonight. Oh, Juju, I have a soda stream question. So, if I needed to order refills for the soda stream, right? But I don't quite exactly have all of them empty to send back. Can I still go ahead and order them? Do I have like a leeway of time where I need to send those back to SodaStream, or I send them back pretty much as soon as I get them? I guess is what I'm asking. Yes, I should really get some yogurt, and I had some apples, but I think my kiddo ate the last one, so I'm kind of upset about that. But again, I did not tell them not to eat my apple, and I'm not going to get mad at a kid for eating an apple. So I will eat the yogurt and be happy about it. I'm kind of worried about there being ice cream picks in the basement. Um, that just makes my mind start to wonder. It's like, what's going on with that ice cream? Do I want to know? Do I even want to ask? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just leave it alone. Maybe a mouse should just scurry away while they can. Oh my goodness, I read this and I'm not even going to tell you what I read the last word as. Oh my goodness. I really should put my glasses on. Oh, okay. Because I was like, do I really need to wait until all of them are empty before I go ahead and order some more? Or can I just go ahead and order them? What do I do? I'm so confused. I was having a crisis about the whole situation. Okay, so John, I am a huge fan of the bubble water. I would prefer to drink it over regular water, like any day of the week. I am weird, so if I can get all my water in, and I just gotta fizz it up, then I'm good with that. Because I have been drinking a lot of fizzy water. But the good thing is I needed the water. So have a nice little setup going. I've got like 6 bottles now. Got some of the little half liters, got some of the bigger 1 liters. I probably have more than 6 bottles actually. I have 10 little bottles. I have 4 of the half liters and 6 of the 1 liters. But I have been trying to draw up some designs for the drink station thing that I want to build. And I think I have an idea with what I'm going to use instead of going and trying to find a like a cabinet or something. I have some of those the shelvings like restaurants will use, like the wire racks, and I have 2 of them that are like the 4 feet height. So I think I'm gonna put 2 of those together and put one side coffee and one side like the soda stuff. And you know what? Jujubee is absolutely right about that because I started not to take my soda stream with me this weekend, and I was kind of glad I did because we stopped at 2 stores along the way, and we stopped at 3 gas stations total while we were gone, and I couldn't find any just plain soda water. Like there was none to be found. Not in 12 packs, not in 8 packs, not in 6 packs, not even in a single. I was like, man, you don't even have Perrier. Like, what's up with that? Like, I thought everyone carried that stuff, but apparently not anymore. It is not as popular as it used to be. Yes, and I am a fan of the plain water. If I'm going to add something to it, I want it to be, like my own additives, not artificial fruit flavoring. Like, let's put some real fruit in there, some real cucumber, or, something like that. I am down for that. Oh, and then when we got back, Juju, Publix had a sale on like 2 different types of the soda water, right? And all of the plain was gone in both brands. I was like, man, come on. Um, I was able to find another one. I'll take a picture of the bottle. It's in Spanish, and I'll butcher it, and I don't want to do that. It's like if I can't say it, I'm not going to say it, kind of thing. It's like I have to stop butchering words. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not fair to the word. Yes, you can. You can add anything you want to it. My kiddo has even started drinking the bubble water, which I think is great. But they also like making like lemonade packets with the soda water and having bubbly lemonade and bubbly fruit punch. But you know what? They're still drinking more water this way, even when they, because they don't drink it with the stuff in it all the time. So I'm happy about that. Yes, we need to have a stream to rank all of the waters because Lacroix is like way down there. I do not know why everyone seems to like that guy so much, but you know that's the one I usually settle with. It's like, if I can't find anything else, I'll buy you, but that's only if I can't find something better. You know what is crazy? We did buy the cola um syrup for the Soda Stream, and we didn't notice it till we got it home and we took the cap off, the plastic off the cap, but it was expired. And I was like, and that made me so angry. And we took it back and they didn't have another cola. And I was like, well, that sucks. But yeah, yeah, I agree with that one. That's it needs to be on the very bottom because it is no. If I crack open a bubble water, right, and I don't want to, and I'm not like super thirsty at the time, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna open this, I'm gonna start drinking it. I don't want it to be flat in like 5 minutes. At least give me a solid half hour. I like the bubbles to be more on the aggressive side. Oh my goodness. LaCroix is for casual bubblers. Yeah, I have like the bubbly lime and the blackberry, and I do not like either of those. They are, ooh, those are bad. Oh, yes, it is it's a very casual, soft bubble kind of water. It is not the aggressive, like almost a Sprite carbonation. Like if I could get the Sprite carbonated water without the Sprite in it, I would be so happy because that's like a lot of carbonation right there. Mix the blackberry with a little lime. I will try that. I think my sister-in-law liked them. I need to make sure because if she didn't, I may give them away. I might try mixing them. I got some of the that true lemon and the true grapefruit and the true lime, and my husband stole the whole box of lime from me. Yeah, I had lime. I don't have it anymore. It's gone. Out the window. Took it. Gone. Ran away. I'll never see it again. It was kind of sad. I tried it once and then it's gone. All right, y'all. Well, it has been a long weekend and I have started to get that, raspy throat thing going on and I'm getting kind of thirsty. So I am going to go bubble some water and I am going to try to get some sleep tonight again, you know, because I did sleep a lot this weekend. But y'all have a good weekend, rest of the weekend. Well, we got like an hour left. Okay. So have a good night and I will see y'all later. Bye.